Guys, if you struggle to pass the guard using headquarters, I think everything boils down to how you enter. If you don't enter the guard the right way, everything's gonna be tough. In this video, we're gonna take a close look at 2 ways how to enter the guard and start passing with headquarters. When passing headquarters, I think your entry is probably the most important part of the pass. We're gonna look at 2. The first one we're gonna look at is a standard headquarters entry. When I step into headquarters, I need to make sure I do 2 things. My right leg needs to jam up Max's hip. And the reason for this is I don't want Max to put a De La Riva hook in. So if my leg's too far back, this hook comes in easy. If my knee is further forward and he tries to put this hook in, it's very tough. The problem with this is Max can put his foot on my hip and push me away and now put the hook back in. So I have to do a few things. I have to stuff this leg as I jam the hip. And that's where my hands come into play. My left hand's gonna step and I'm gonna stuff Max's shin as I step over. My right foot steps to jam the hip and my right hand is gonna go to Max's hip with my fingers pointed out. If you notice here, I'm sitting low, kind of like I'm squatting underneath a bar. A great stress test for this is Max is gonna try to put a hook in, he can't. He's gonna try to push me away with the foot, he can't. And finally, he's gonna try to elevate me. If my butt was up here like this, Max could put my hands to the floor, which would be a big problem. So my butt's gonna be nice and low, so as Max tries to kick me up, it's really difficult. So again, head this way. Our entry is very simple. When I start to enter into headquarters, I make the approach. What I don't wanna do is start passing when my partner already has different looks on me. We can do that, but it's much easier to start from a little bit of distance. Here, hands tight, low base. I'm gonna stuff and step through. Notice I jam the hips. My butt is low, my chest is up. I'm not up on my toes right now, I'm down here. Elbow's gonna be tight to my hip and I'm stuffing. So this is our first headquarters entry. I know what you're thinking, not all jiu-jitsu happens from here. Sometimes my partner's gonna be able to get some form of entanglement and I have to address it. Another entry we have is a De La Riva entry to headquarters. If my partner has a standard De La Riva guard where he's controlling my heel, he has the De La Riva hook and a post on my hip, I'm gonna start by addressing the De La Riva hook. With my right hand, I'm gonna put my thumb here in the knee. My left hand just stays on his shin. Now, as I push Max's knee down, my leg extends. If I just do one or the other, hold tight, Max, it's not gonna work. So I push as I straighten my leg and I pop the hook free. Once the De La Riva hook comes out, I stuff and I step, sitting my butt low to the ground. Now, my right hand's gonna turn, fingers out on the hip, elbow tight, and we stop just like this. So again, our standard entry into headquarters, either from space or De La Riva. If we're in De La Riva, I go hands on, just here. Right hand, thumb post on the knee. Don't use a monkey grip here because you can slide your hand off when your partner gets sweaty. So we put our thumb on the knee. As I extend my leg, I push, and now the hook comes free. I'm gonna push down, step over. My butt gets low, and finally, my right hand goes on the hip. So now we've entered into headquarters, and we're able to start getting the passing going. Guys, for a long time, I felt like my guard passing was a complete mess. I would just jump spastically side to side and hope for the best. If you feel like your passing is just random and chaotic and you're tired of getting swept all the time, you can see the full video that I did on the headquarters passing system right here.